Spike Axe. Oh, nice fine morning's morning. So it'll be about 10 degrees. It'll be getting warm quick though. All good, Randy. Morning, Alex. How you going? Hey, Kat. How you going? Actually going to be making 2 railroad spike axes today, if everything goes to plan. Oh, that sucks, Cat. Yeah, hopefully you don't lose me. Don't leave your rag sitting on top of the forge. Then to catch on fire. Good question, Larry. So these are American spikes. I actually purchased them from an American seller. So from butt to tip, they're about 6 7/8 inch. For my metric friends, that's about 17 centimeters. That's from the top of the cap to the tip. The shank is about 6 inches on the nose, which is 15 and a half centimeters, something like that. On one of these axes I've clipped the tip, probably clipped about a centimeter off, maybe a little more. And that's because I'm making 2 different styles of railroad spike axe today. I won't be doing a forge welded bit. I know there's going to be a few people who are upset about that, but the way my forge runs at the moment, I'm not confident in running a forge weld in it, so I'm going to be making these straight out of the spikes, which I can get some decent hardness out of that, and I'll show you what kind of hardness I get at the end. But one of them I'll be drawing down from this into the blade, so drawing down the head into the blade, and the other one I'll be upsetting the shank into the blade. That's awesome, Tegra. I'm glad to hear you back in the forge. Glad to hear you healing up. Yeah, rower, spike hawk, Jared. So yeah, Larry, these are American spikes. I have Australian spikes. These are Australian These are Australian dog's head spikes. And they're a little bit shorter, but I think they're a little fatter. No. 15. These are basically the same size as the Americans. The Americans are just actually a little bit longer. There's more material on these. So yeah, what I'm starting with. Oh, cool. No, I won't be wrapping it, Jared, as I just explained to everyone. I'll be forging these straight out of the spikes. That's mainly because this forge doesn't run welding temperatures very well. I've got to build myself a new gas forge that actually can hold welding temperatures for more than 5 minutes. But that'll have to wait. So for now, I'll be doing it the cheap way, which is just forging it straight out of the spike. But I get some decent work out of it. Yeah, ribbon burners. There's a lot of things that I could do. A lot of things that I probably should do. Hey, Sprinkle Donut, how you doing? Okay, everyone can now watch me burn myself. I didn't prepare very well, so I didn't make myself a slot punch. So I'm using my Tang slot punch from my dagger builds. And this will work just fine. Now, so with the other one, because I'm making two different styles, I'm actually going to start upsetting it first and then I'll punch it. Probably don't need that one. Some of the mushrooming there. Tank forge till it's drop forged, as Bob says. I want it upset and I want it mushroom, so. Trade back over. heat, and we'll be through that. Will you punch off occasionally? Straighten your punch out. If it's flat stock, it will bend. It is a spike. Hey, nuclear. If you want to take a shot, Brian, every time I drop something, you're going to be very drunk by the end of this. Alcohol poisoning isn't cool. Good one, Techron. I'll try that. I don't think it'll work though. Not the way we intend. Yeah. So obviously the other method of upsetting rather than forging down on the face of it is to forge on the spike itself. Onto the amp face. You end up getting a question mark instead of a row spike. Drop forge again. One more upsetting heat. I should have that pretty much done. Gonna varnish out some of that mushrooming. There's going to be a lot more going on in this video because I'm running 2 irons in the fire. That's one. That's one whole bunch. Nice and clean, nice and scented. So I've got to drift that now. Stop dropping it. Yeah, so drift that now. Upset on that spike. Doesn't need to be super upset. Enough to give me a decent amount of steel about 15, 16 mil. It's now just up to 20, so I've got two in the fire, so I'll be punching another one. Hey, Shecky. Yeah, Jared, that's one of the things about solid fuel forges. No, neither of them are all draft. The punch is actually an old piece of leaf spring. It's a very old leaf spring. It was actually originally made like this. I actually picked this up like this. It was in an antique store. Hey Ben, how you doing, mate? Finger is enormous, see? It's bigger than my head. So yeah, this was an old leaf spring. You can see where the old mounting hole was. But yeah, it makes a decent punch. I mostly use it for tang slots for like daggers when I'm forging. When I'm forging the guards on daggers. Alright, next drifting heat. Now I'm just using the anvil. I could use my my slave block. This is really irritating. The one thing I don't like about this farrier's anvil. When you're using a hardy hole drift, you want to move from corner to corner, because otherwise bend the piece rather than drift it. Forging with the flat of the hammer. Try not to stretch the eye too much. You can see it's stretching quite nicely. I won't widen this as much as a normal hammer I will. These are very light, very small axes, so They don't need to be widened as much. Yeah, because if you try and punch into the hard hole, especially if it's way bigger than the piece you're using, you're just going to get it to sink into the hole. You won't actually drift. You'll end up with this banana-shaped piece of metal. Hey man, if you want to send it to me, I'm happy to take it. I'm still waiting on that Damascus. That's what I'm looking for too. Saber, if you're not paying attention, you want to pay attention now. Now, because this is going to be the pole, I want to punch it closer towards the head. This will have a disadvantage. You'll see that in a bit. Take it out, check it every time. Make sure that you're nice and central. If you're not, fix it now. If you don't want to have to try and fix that later. If you can't turn the piece around, turn the punch around. There you go. See? Nicely marked. Nice and central. It's a little bit skew whiff this way. I'm not worried about that right now because the whole piece is skew whiff. Another drifting egg. You'll notice that I'm constantly changing from spike down to spike up. Taking my time. And when forging the cheeks on anything, 2 strikes one side, 2 strikes the other side. If you're doing however many strikes you're doing on one side, you want to flip it over and do the same. Because the anvil's not going to do that work for you. So she's getting to about the point where I want to stop drifting so that I can start pulling out the beard. I think I'll start pulling out the beard next thing. Start pulling that blade down. Awesome, Jeff. That sounds like an awesome job. Yeah, Randy, as Jared said, make sure you leave it to soak for a while. Get all rid of that crap that's in there. Yeah, this drift is just a hammer eye drift. I think it's 32 mil. Check. So it's 27, which is, so it's just over an inch. Inch round. Forged to a round taper and then flattened on 2 sides. Create the hammer eye taper. If you're interested in how I do that, there is a video in my on my channel. Back punching. Bit of water in there ain't gonna hurt anything. Take another shot, Brian. Getting the depth. I reckon one more punchy heat and I'll have that down to depth. You see we're getting there. Now the most important thing when forging down the beard of these axes from the head is you want to forge out. Out and down. Because those ears create a nasty cold shut if you don't. That'll probably create calf's mouth. You can always grind that out. Now I'm going to change to the rounding face. Over, make sure I'm not drawing just one side. And you can already see how that's going to become the beard of the axe. So with cable Damascus, it's not the highest quality steel, so you're not going to get a super hard blade out of it. The majority of really good cable Damascus blades that I've seen have been Sanmai, so they've cable Damascus on the cladding, and then a core of 1084, 1085, W2, whatever, and that's how it goes for really good quality engines. But as a usable thing, it's usable. And it looks pretty when you do it right. Right, it's called the drop tongs punch. Here it's bottomed out. You get a lot more rebound out of the punch once it bottoms out. Carefully flip it over. I could use tongs to do this, but I'm stubborn. I really should use tongs for this. This is probably boring to watch. Right, so center it up. This is the most important punching part. If you don't get it square, you're going to be chasing it all day. The lower heat doesn't matter. You kind of want the lower heat. Feel it sheared. There it goes. That should get it off. There you go. That's the punch done with. And there's a nice punched hole. So you always want to punch out the slag at a lower heat. A higher heat, you're just going to get it to scrape down the sides, and you're going to drag steel with it, and it's not going to come out clean. You want your slugs. Let's see if I can pick this up. You want your slugs to come out nice and clean and small. Like that. That's a good slug. So, something to keep in mind. Now this is going to present some issues because, as you'll notice, I can't get it over the anvil with the pole down. So I can start drifting from this side, but then when it comes to drifting from this side, I'm going to have to come up with a different way of doing it. I haven't tried making slug Damascus, but I will eventually. I'll probably make a canister Damascus. Of course, the slugs are all going to mostly be 4140 or something similar. In which case, they're not going to be the greatest seal for a knife. So I'll probably end up making cladding out of it, putting a core on it like I would with cable. So, switching over to my crossbeam hammer. Moving on to my crossbeam hammer. This one's a little bit of a thicker crossbeam. It's kind of why I made it this way. I wanted that thick crossbeam to be able to draw things out without being too sharp. This material. Flip it over, make sure I'm working from both sides. Keep the eye off the anvil. And if you put the eye on the anvil, you're going to have a bad time. The eye will get a bit deformed. Another shot there, Brian. See, it's drawing down quite nicely. Get a quite nice beard out of it. Okay. Lesson number one: don't touch the hot end of the drift. I didn't think it was that hot, but it's still quite warm. Yeah, it's a little bit of a leprechaun-sized axis screw. We'll change that. Okay, so again, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get the drift started over the face of the anvil. And then I'm going to go to the party hole. Nice solid blows. Corner to corner. Cold. Give it a couple taps. It'll come loose. Come off. If it's curving back in like it is there, you can forge on the face, bend it back up a little bit. And then once it's thin enough, you can start working the flat face of the hammer. Bring Bring down those crossbeam marks, start drawing it out. My secondary drift. This is a small drift, what I call a tong drift rather than a handle drift, because you hold it with, you hold the work with tongs, drive the drift in. I'm going to use this one for the upset piece. What I can do is hold it from this end, carefully. Stick the drift in from on top, and then drop it with it. Brittle hole's not quite close enough. Bending it using this method, but it's a risk I have to take. So you can see now, this is what I was worried about, one side slightly thinner than the other. So what's going to happen is, when I throw it back in the forge, I'm going to forge down on this side with the hammer to bring that side thinner. Hammers. I go to my Japanese dog's head. That's my favorite beveling hammer. And I'm going to bevel it. When beveling, always work from two sides. Straighten out that hook, that beard. One more beveling heat and that'll be done. And then I'll drift it to final shape. Yeah, durable core would definitely be beneficial, Jeff. So Saber, the reason that I used a slot punch rather than a round punch was because the walls are quite thin. Like this piece is only 15 mil wide, so you need to preserve as much eye thickness as you can. I've done that before, Randy. Hey, Yamez, how you doing, buddy? So saber, the reason I'm punching it closer towards the pole, or the head of the spike, is because that's going to become a hammer pole in the axe. Trying to catch up, guys, sorry. Okay, so back to it. What do we got? I'm going to bevel this one because I can. I'm basically using this as a planning heat, bringing that neck down to even thickness. A lot of the time I'll end up cutting that beard off there. I don't really like that hook-like beard. I want to draw it down nice and thin. People tend to make the mistake, especially with these railroad spike axes where you don't have a lot of material, by not drawing that blade down as thin as possible. Okay, so now I can redrift that and basically that'll be done. And then we'll go back to the drifting of the other one. It doesn't really matter what hammer I use. Okay, so that's the thick side. Work that down some. Shift the weight of material over. There you go. That's recentered that eye a little bit. See, the eye is now a bit recentered. Much better. Seeing as I've got the drift out, I can drift this. And it becomes a little bit more difficult now that the beard has been drawn out. But I'm basically at depth, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Forward the corners out a little bit, make it pretty. Out. And then I need to drift one more time from the top to give it that. I want the shape of the eye to be wide at the top, thin at the bottom. That's another drink for Brian. And if anyone's wondering what that white stuff is, it's yoga mat. There's a yoga mat under my swage block at the moment. Right, so that eye's been drifted to the size I need it for drawing out the beard. Now I'll draw out the beard. Again, it won't fit in the hardy hole, so I'm going to have to find a way around it. Let's see if I can use the fork too. Go that way. Where there's a will, there's a way. There you go. Anyone who has various forks on their handle, there's another use for them. The wonderful thing about working railroad spikes is because they're relatively low carbon, I don't have to worry about messing them up, cracking them by forging on coal. Nice and central. Make sure the blade is in line. It's not. Tap, tap, straightening. Make sure the blade isn't off to one side. This is the advantage of a handle drift. And that finished spike hook. Relatively central, nice and straight. I'm going to put that aside for now, but I'm going to heat treat it at the end of the video. At the end of this video. I'm just going to finish forging this last one. Drawing the bed down. I'll be back in a second, guys. Grab a hose. Those of you in taller climates probably already know this one, but sticking your gas tank in a bucket of water will stop it from freezing over. While that's filling up, a little bit more drawing. less in the future. How little gas there is left in that thing. Alright. Now I'll catch up on like half an hour of comments. Bear with me guys, I'm going to be answering comments from like half an hour ago. I will consider doing a video on punch and chisel geometry if you like. That's cool, Ivy. That's the one, Jackie, doing the downward dog. That's true. 100-pound bottles don't need water baths, Ivy, but I don't have the money for that kind of stuff. At the moment, I'm running a forge that was built by another guy like 50 years ago. It's running a Cameco burner. I must say goodbye to Yamez. Oh well. Bye, Yamez. Do that if you like Techron, you can come on down. Yeah, we got the big spring clips. I got like 10 tons of them. Railroad around here uses big spring clips and little ones, and these are both hardenable material. Back drawing out. So I'm right on now, but I need a lot more depth. Get quite as long an edge on these as you will with the bigger ones. I thought it was the ones with where you draw out the spike head itself. With these you get a useful edge out of. Oh, you didn't leave? Damn it. I thought you said bye. No habla español. Oh, Ed said bye. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even say hello there. Sorry, Ed. I didn't mean to annoy you. Promise. Okay, got the dog's head. First, I'm going to planish out marks next to the eye, and then I'll move down to the end of the blade. I find if I don't do the marks next to the eye first, I never get them. They just stay there forever. Now I don't want my beard to be equilateral, so I'm going to knock my beard down so that it's straight across the top. The next heat I'll probably use the rounding hammer to finish that out. I prefer bearded axes to equilateral axes. Dog said they're a good first hammer. You got to get around to it, Ivy. Yeah, my face is very, very lightly domed. Like you can barely tell that it's domed, and the edges are all crowned. This is probably one of the simpler versions. I actually made one recently for a customer. There you go. That's a little baby dog's head. They're very useful for beveling. Trick is not to make it too heavy. Just dressing the inside of that curve, so I want it to be more a bearded axe. That curve just makes it look a little neater. bevel with just a rounding hammer that I have. I reckon one more beveling heat and we'll be done. They're exactly the same, Curtis. I actually bought them from the US. That'd be cool, donut. I'd love to see that. I want to talk to Hans. Hans is good at that kind of stuff. Curtis, I will do. I've still got like 20 kilos off them though, so actually I saw I will be going through a hardening process, yeah. So it's funny, I saw someone talking about block splitters. I actually picked up this 6 pound block splitter. And I'm going to turn it into a straight beam striker's hammer for when I need to draw out material with my striker. It's also going to be my drift driving hammer. So I'm going to leave this face soft. I've actually softened the complete thing. I'm going to cut the block splitter end off and round it out to make a beam. And then it's going to go on a relatively short sledge handle for striking and for driving drifts in hammers and stuff. So yeah, block splitters can be very useful. I might get to that today if I get the time. I've also got a 10 pound head. Finally, I have a 10 pound head. Like, I've been using 7 pound sledges with my striker for, well, since I started. But I finally picked up a 10 pound head and it's a lot better. It is not too bad actually. It's pretty cool today. It's about 20 degrees Celsius in the 70s. Fahrenheit. Again, we're looking to get nice and thin on the edge. We don't want a super thick axe. Leave the thick edges to those people who want to use like a Fiskars axe or something. The dreadful Fiskars, as Wrangler style would say. The hateful Fiskars, that's right, hateful Fiskars. Oh, I know ice fishing. There's no ice fishing down here though. Definitely no ice fishing down here. I have used wrenches to make some blocks before once. Actually, funny to say that, Yuri Tuchman did a center punch where he actually, I think it was brass, he cast a hand holding the punch out of brass so that he could use it separate-handed. Oh, cheers, Randy. Thanks, man. I'll see you around. Yeah, the only reason I'm sweating like hell is because A, I'm fat, and B, I'm standing next to the forge. Mostly A. Final dressing. Can dress over the horn, that's a bit like a 50. final drift, it will be done. That final drift. Oh, you out of here, Yomez? Cheers, Yomez. I believe Yomez was talking about the Forge Cast, which is a podcast run by myself and Nils and Alex. Nils Berggren, who's a smith from Sweden, and Alex from Valhalla Ironworks. Yomez will be on there in the next week or two. Dropping it again. Anyone who's still playing the drinking game. Yeah, I noticed that. I've been waiting for Brandon to start uploading again. It's just laziness. Pure laziness. You should all go message Brandon and tell him that Sam says he should get back to podcasting. Brian's going to be real drunk by the end of this. One more drift. One more. Hopefully I'm going to have enough gas to heat treat these things. Alright, Ivy. See you later, mate. They do prove very useful. There are Jackie, I run one. Well, Nils, Alex and I run one. Forge cast. There's also the Frontier Forge, and there's also the Blacksmith's Pub. And then you've got Knife Talk. They're not really a blacksmithing podcast, they're a knife making podcast. Yeah. They do occasionally talk about smashing metal. Mareko Malmasi is panelists on my talk. Alright, so I need to drift to the top. This gets really awkward because it's literally no safe way to hold this. Back to the lugs. Too deep. Alright. Come in here. Okay. Start. Forward sticks down to match the size of the breath. It's sad because I actually prefer this style of axe to the other one, the bearded. It's like, it's such a pain. I need to make like a sledge to drift these properly. Need to make a sway to drift these properly. Pain in the ass. See you, Saber. You're counting how many times I dropped stuff. Probably missed the 16 times I dropped it before the stream started. Probably count how many times I'm setting fire to the yoga mat. Anyone's wondering? Anyone's wondering? Bright green yoga mat. Red, red wine. Stay close to me. Don't let me feel alone. Don't get me started. Too late. Really need a good way to hold this. I'm doing it cheap way by knocking it out by a hammer. It's not exactly. Luckily, I'm not actually drifting. I'm straight. I'll have a bit of time at the grinder to get that all sorted out. Well, that's okay. That's what they invented 2x72s for. Note yourself. Make axis straight. Why didn't you say something? I've learned the yoga mat with them a couple of times. They're a little dirty. My very busted block brush. If anyone wants to send me anything, send me a bloody block brush. A good one. I've been tempted to ask Dan Moss for one. Tenacious and stuff. Yeah. This block brush has less bristles than it, you know. It has more holes than bristles. Terrible. I'll have to do, I suppose. I'll take a cut brush to it afterwards. But what we're going to do now is heat treat them. I do most of my grinding heat post-heat treat, so this here is brine. It's a very, very strong brine. Let the heat crawl on that one. Let the heat crawl on this one. You don't have to temper them very much. But it does help to temper them a little bit. With these ones with the long beard, the heat crawls up into this area a lot faster than it crawls down into this one. All I do is occasionally quench the toe from here, just to prevent it from over-tempering. That'll do. That'll do. Peace and quiet. Tiny ant voices, I'm sure you do. Dun 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 dun. Hey Billy, how you doing? Okay, so there should be nice warm grind. So, nice and hard now. So you have the hammer pole style, which is my preferred style. I really like the look of these. They look pretty cool. I could have upset a little bit more, given this a bit more of a straight edge. This way it's going to make a really good throwing axe, but yeah, not the greatest. The main problem was I didn't have a way to support it, so I'm going to make a swage to do that when I make more on these in the future. And then there's the standard spike hawk. With the beard, and I'll end up grinding off most of that beard. Well, grind it kind of down here. I don't really like that back hook. And I'll probably end up grinding the spike off back here and grinding a short spike on it. The long spikes don't really help anything. So this one will end up being a lot heavier than this one will, because this one uses the whole spike. Anyway, I'll put a quick edge on them and I'll show you what we can do with them. Bring you over to the grinder. Hopefully we don't lose internet. Here's the G grinder. I'm being careful, neither careful nor deliberate with my grinding. Okay, so these aren't finished by any means, and I will be regrinding them, re-truing them up and all that kind of stuff, making them look pretty before I put handles on them. This is just to show what you can do with a, where will it spike? You can see I've got some 3mm steel in the vise here, and I can take shavings. We can take shavings with the axe edge with very minimal damage. I can chisel. You can see very little damage to the edge. You can knock pieces off. You can see, if I zoom this in, I'll flip it around. Here we go. Normally get a better view this way. If I zoom it in, you can see the damage I've done to that piece. And the edge is relatively unharmed. Bit of dull spots, that's to be expected from a railroad spike. But you can see the damage it's done to the steel. And if I want, I can use it like a scraper. Take some shavings off. Same story with this one. This one has a bit of a finer edge, so it rolled a little bit. So this is ridiculously abusive to what you'd normally use an axe for. Little minor rolls, but nothing huge compared to what I'm doing to the steel. And that'll change when I put proper geometry on it and polish it up and and don't smash it into mild steel. So whenever anyone tells you that spikes can't be hardened or spikes don't make decent axes or whatever, tell them BS and show them this video. Now obviously a high carbon, like a super high carbon steel axe would probably survive smashing into that mild steel a bit better than what this one did. But the thing is that it's still pretty bloody hard. So you can take from that what you will. But yeah, that's how I make railroad spike axes. I may put these up on Etsy. Yes, but you know, an untempered spike might crack, and I don't want that to happen. So I might put these up on Etsy with handles and all that kind of stuff once they're properly finished up, if I get some time. They'll both be up. If you're worried about the blood on my knuckle, it's because I rammed it into the mild steel when I was playing around with the axe. So yeah, these two will probably be up on Etsy after they've been ground. You can check out my Instagram and Facebook profile to keep up to date as to whether or not they go up. I don't make them super often, but I will probably make a run of them very soon. I might not put them up on Etsy until after June because I've got a medieval reenactment event to go to and need some stock for it, so these will probably end up going to that first, and if they don't sell there, then I'll probably bring them home and put them on Etsy. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoyed the live stream. I always have great fun with you guys. Keep your eyes out in my community tab for another poll on what we want to make next week. I don't know what the list is going to look like right now. I'm probably not going to put scrolls on there again. That was just a joke. And for any of you who wanted me to make scrolls, too bad. You had your chance. Roy didn't drop in, so we know how that went. But yeah, so I will catch you guys in the next video. If you want to support me, you can always support me through Patreon, Coffee, and all that kind of stuff. Links are in the description of most of my videos. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, all those kind of things. The links, again, are in the description of most of my videos. I work on the Forgecast. We're actually going to have Diamez on next week, which will be the week after next will be his episode. If you haven't checked out the Forgecast, we're on Spotify, iTunes, all of the major streaming platforms. Make sure you go check that out. I will be seeing you on Wednesday with another video. I've got a lot of really big projects coming up, so there might be a lot of small, quick time projects as videos, kind of gap fillers, like this marking knife project. It was like a really quick project because I'm trying to work on a lot of bigger stuff. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm looking forward to finishing that and showing you what I'm up to. But that's going to be in the future. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. And take it easy. Cheers, guys.